Chapter 2. In the Shadow of Kuroyami. The echoes of footsteps reverberated through the vast corridors of the castle of Nixvale as Kuroyami, the demon lord, moved with an authority that belied the turmoil lurking beneath his surface. Arata, now living in the form of a fluffy white cat named Shiro, kept close to his side, a silent sentinel with a heart beating in tune with Kuroyami's burdened soul. Despite the shadows that enveloped them, warmth grew between them, a bond born of shared secrets and unspoken promises. As they exited the library, the air crackled with tension, thick with uncertainty and the promise of unseen dangers. Shiro's golden eyes darted toward the ever-present mist that shrouded the dark forest beyond the castle's walls. They had both felt it, the pulse of discontent stirring within the heart of the ancient woods. Something lay in wait, perhaps even something that sought to unravel their destinies. Kuroyami came to an abrupt stop at the castle's thick wooden door. Dark wood, adorned with intricate carvings of celestial motifs, stood as a formidable guardian between their sanctuary and the unknown. Kuroyami placed a hand on the door, the familiar weight of ancient magic swirling around him, intertwining with his thoughts in a symphony of apprehension and resolve. "Shiro, you have seen my world through your newfound eyes," he murmured, turning to look down into the depths of Shiro's expressive gaze. But the shadows harbor dark truths, whispers that even the bravest will find hard to face. A shiver rippled down Shiro's spine, his instincts claws out and alert. "And what am I but a cat? A pet without the strength to defend you?" He sounded equal parts irritated and defiant, though the truth remained, the stakes were growing higher, and he couldn't ignore the pull of responsibility that tugged at him. "You are far more than you realize," Kuroyami replied, kneeling to bring his eye level with Shiro. "You have the spirit of a warrior, and with it, we will uncover the depths of Nixvale's plight, not as master and servant, but as allies." Shiro found himself purring softly, though his instincts wrestled with his feelings. There was a fortitude within Kuroyami's kindness that eased the worry clenching his feline heart. "Fine, let's get this over with," Shiro eventually said, tail flicking with resolve. With a nod, Kuroyami pushed the door open, revealing the mist-laden expanse of the dark forest. Tendrils of fog curled around their ankles as they stepped outside, and a chill swept through the atmosphere that had Shiro instinctively arching his back. The trees loomed overhead, gnarled and twisted, their branches reaching heavenward like desperate fingers clawing for a salvation that had long since eluded them. "Stay close," Kuroyami warned as he drew his staff, the runes along its length glowing softly in response to the growing darkness. The forest has been restless of late, its spirits murmur of an ancient power stirring within. As they ventured deeper into the woods, the shadows began to deepen, weaving themselves into intricate patterns across the forest floor. Shiro could feel the weight of unseen eyes watching them, an amalgamation of curiosity and malice. The rustle of leaves and forgotten whispers surrounded them, a symphony composed of nature's eerie inhabitants. "I should have known the forest would hold its secrets tightly," Kuroyami mused, his voice barely above a whisper, revealing the weight he bore, not just from the legends surrounding Strem. "A sight of power," Kuroyami breathed, looking around with a mixture of reverence and caution. His sharp blue eyes traced the symbols sketched across the stones. "Here, destinies intertwine. We must tread carefully." The air buckled, and Shiro's fur bristled when an ominous growl resonated from the shadows surrounding the clearing. From between the trees, a hulking figure emerged, a beast with coarse fur the color of midnight and eyes that glowed like molten gold. Each step reverberated like a thunderclap, a creature that seemed woven from darkness and despair. Shiro crouched low, instinct telling him to flee, but Kuroyami stood resolute, gripping his staff tightly. The spirit of the forest, an ancient guardian, risen to challenge them. "We mean no harm," Kuroyami called, his voice steady despite the danger looming closer. "We seek understanding and truth." The creature paused, nostrils flaring as its gaze shifted between Kuroyami and Shiro. With a sudden burst, its massive head snapped toward Shiro, who felt the probing of its yellow eyes deep into his very essence. A growl rumbled in its throat, vibrating through the ground, each thrum like an echo of a distant memory. "You dare tread upon sacred ground?" the voice echoed, a low rumble that emanated from the beast's core. "What does a cat and a shadow walker want from me? What right have you, you who know not the weight of these lands?" Shiro felt Kuroyami's presence beside him, grounding and sure. It was as though the power they shared began to pulse through the air like a heartbeat of its own. "I am Kuroyami, Demon Lord of Nixvale," he declared, lifting his chin defiantly. "I come seeking the truth of my past and to quell the darkness that festers in my home. The forest beckons me forward." "And what of the cat? What would a mere pet understand of the world we inhabit?" The creature's gaze narrowed suspiciously, its primal instincts wary of the very existence of Shiro. With a confidence he scarcely believed himself capable of, Shiro stepped forward, the words spilling from him in a torrent. "I am not merely a cat. I have lived, I have fought, and I possess memories from a life that influenced this world. I am a vessel of thought, a witness to truths that may unlock the heart of this abyss." The beast snorted, glancing between Kuroyami and Shiro, seemingly considering the gravity of their words. "Words can mask deceit. What do you propose?" "There is a power stirring among these branches," Kuroyami replied, voice smooth as silk, "and we wish to confront it, to seek your guidance in unraveling the myths and legends that haunt our existence. Will you help us?" A rumble of laughter escaped the creature, low and melodic, shaking the leaves around them. "You wish to walk in the shadows of these woods and expect answers for free? Prove your worth, then, and perhaps I will aid you." Shiro felt a mixture of excitement and dread. The impending test loomed ahead. If they could win this guardian's approval, it could change everything. "What trial must we undergo?" he asked, fire lighting his spirit, his cat form feeling far more capable in that moment than mere instinct dictated. "Deep within the dark forest lies an essence that binds our fates," the beast answered, gesturing with a powerful paw that struck the ground like lightning. "Retrieve this essence, and I will reveal the truths you seek. But beware, it is guarded by the shadows that envy our light." Kuroyami shared a glance with Shiro, a nod. The forest closed in around them, alive with the sounds of whispers and rustling foliage that guarded secrets long forgotten and stories aching to be told. Together, they ventured into the unknown depths as allies, friends, perhaps even heroes on the brink of a greater destiny, climbing toward the dawn that awaited them beyond the abyss.